Port of Redwood City is the only deep draft port in South San Francisco Bay. It's capable of handling ocean-going vessels from all over the world.
The current ships that come into the port of Redwood City are called Panamax ships. They're the largest ships that can navigate the Panama Canal, and they're approximately 700 feet long, but their draft is restricted due to the 40-foot depth of the port's shipping channel. It's always fascinating to me when a ship is either arriving at port or leaving the port. There's all the people involved with the cargo operation, and it all comes together and facilitates the transportation of these cargoes in and out of the port. This ship arrived at the port of Redwood City this morning with a load of bauxite from Australia. In addition, we get gypsum rock from Mexico and sand and gravel aggregates shipped here from Canada. The sand and gravel aggregates that come to the port are taken to ready-mix plants throughout the South Bay area, where they're mixed with dry cement and they produce concrete for construction projects that range from housing to freeway overpasses. The biggest outbound cargo from the port of Redwood City is recycled ferrous scrap metal. The port is home to one of the largest recycling operations in Northern California.
Sims Metal has had an operation here for over 20 years at the port, and we handle over 300,000 tons a year of recycled products, mainly steel. The source of that metal is appliances and automobiles. We shred them in a 5,000 horsepower shredder and export over 300,000 tons of recycled steel scrap annually. They are exported to Pacific Rim steel mills, Indonesia, Malaysia, China. We had a cargo last week go out to Kuwait, and they're used in the manufacture of new steel and new steel products.
The port, with its in- and outbound cargoes, has a history that dates back to the gold rush.
The actual port was where downtown Redwood City is currently, and the logs and cut lumber that came down from the hills were shipped out of the wharves down Redwood Creek out toward San Francisco Bay for construction in the cities of San Francisco and Oakland. In addition to logs and lumber, brains, shingles were also shipped from the wharves at the port down Redwood Creek. At the early days of the port, shipbuilding became an activity. For many years, the port struggled as the channel silted in. And so in the 1800s, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers came in and dredged the port to make it more accessible for ships and barges. At the time of World War I, maritime activity revived at the port, and the port received some notoriety for the construction of the first all-cement ship. During World War II, the U.S. Navy took over the port and upgraded the infrastructure. The stealth ship was really part of the Cold War to see if you could build a ship not detectable by radar.
Over the years, the port continued its shipping of cargo and was home to industrial production such as salt or cement. Today's port has a wide variety of companies and activities.
Commercial and industrial operations, research vessels, vessels that are used for teaching young people sailing and nautical skills, as well as the public to enjoy recreational boating opportunities that range from kayaking to sailing. In addition, there are commercial office complexes both near the port's marina as well as across from the port past the Cargill salt ponds and along the shoreline of the bay.
There have been many changes at the port since earlier times, but what stays the same is the entrepreneurial spirit needed to handle risks and opportunities of industry and the shipping of cargo to places halfway around the world.